Hi everyone. How y'all doing? I'm pretty feeling pretty excited to be quite honest with you. Just wanted to share with you some news. This month on May 30th, which is Friday, we celebrate 25 years in business recording music with some of the most incredible artists in the area and abroad, internationally also. It's a sentimental time for me because I never thought I'd get this far. I it's a trip. And I'm honored to have serviced a lot of great artists and songwriters in the area. I hope I've been to your approval. We will continue to do more in the future. Um, I just released an app right now that hopefully will help the arts, which I feel it will. It's an app called Uduro, which is named by my wife Sashiko Seda. And Uduro in Japanese means sell. And it also means you are you. Rising Sun Music has always been on the forefront of trying to help artists to make money and to teach them how to make money. A lot of times coming into really incredible, I don't want to say, discussions because everybody feels different about that. But I'm a firm believer of never giving your music away for free. I don't think music should be free. I don't think it ever has been. Uh, One thing is clear is that it is a way to make a living, as a way to make an honest living. And to be quite honest with you, I've experienced in the years of many artists that chose to help their children to become musicians so they can have somewhat of a decent life. I mean, I've never really met any musicians that I know of that do extremely crazy things. They're always thinking of others and how to share their message of music. Now there are people out there that call themselves artists, but they're not musicians. An artist is somebody who creates, who can play an instrument, or who sings, or could rap, but is a creator. Some people claim to be that, and they tend to um, think that anybody can be an artist, and that's not true. Some of us, I think, we're gifted. I don't think it's for everybody. But we live in a time now with AI and all the stuff that happens that a lot of fakeness gets through. And I am not one of those people. I support the arts, with all my heart and all my love. And this is why I've been doing this for so long. And I just want to thank everybody for keeping me in business because if it wasn't for the customers that hire me, I wouldn't be here. Um, I just want to thank you for letting me share with you my experience and you sharing with me yours experiences. Um, I hope that we can continue to do this. I know there'll be a time, there'll be some happy trails, and it'll be the end. But I'll be in heaven still doing music for you. Thank you, everybody. Happy birthday, Rising Sun Music. Thank you, Sashiko Song, for always helping me. Because if it wasn't for my wife, I wouldn't be here right now. I probably wouldn't be alive, to be honest with you. Because in my younger years, I was crazy, like a lot of us was. But she was my guiding light and my anchor. And I want to continue to do what I'm doing. And as I was talking about the app, we created it to help artists to make money, so to help them to sustain themselves. I think you know what's going on right now on the news with a lot of this crazy news of people doing things that have nothing to do with the arts. But they get their little claim to fame, and they hurt people with that. And I don't like that. So I created this app to help artists to be able to self-sustain themselves without depending on anybody but themselves. That's why it's called You Are You, Uduro, Sell. It's a creation from Rising Sun Music and WildNet Technologies in India, and my wife, who designed the name, Choro in Japan, who designed the logo. Thank you, Choro. Arigato gozaimata. and all my friends from around the world were helping me test it right now. Uh, it's a nerve-wracking time for me because I want it to be right. And we made it our business to not take any money from the artist, from the sales. It was a long journey to be able to establish that, but Stripe helped us out. And now when you sign up and you sell your music, it goes straight to your bank account, and in 3 days it lands in your account. That's what I'm about. That's what Rising Sun Music is about, is creating opportunity. I grew up poor when I grew up, and my mom did her best. She was a great woman. She taught me how to play guitar, but it was hard. She always had food on the table. She always had a smile on her face. She always played the guitar and sing to us. But we had to find our own way. I had to find my way. And I will tell you that I remember when I was starting, my mom was a very cool lady. She loved music. That's what she would pick up her guitar every day. But she would always tell me, Mijo, you need to find a real job, You need to find security. And musicians run into that a lot. And I did. And I was making many times more than they were. But it was never accepted as a job. So that's what I've done in my job here at the studios, to help artists, young artists, to understand that sometimes you have to ignore what other people say if you really want to do what you want to do. Don't worry about people bullying you, telling you this. You don't have to share your music with nobody. Just put it online and let the people decide. This is a fan business. When you put out your music, all you want is your fans to respond. It's not artists and fans, or artists who try to be fans, or the fans trying to be the artists, because that doesn't work. When I put out music, usually I get a responses from people that don't even play music, and they go, man, I love what you did. Thank you. Oh, I thought that was kind of different. Okay, thank you. You know what I mean? Don't expect people to like your music. I've been listening to that lately, and it's crazy. No one is going to like your music 100%. And in my 25 years of this business I've had at this particular location, I've seen a lot. A lot of people come and go. And some of them expected the easy way. There is no easy way. You have to practice. And you have to practice every day singing. Go work out. Keep your health in check so you don't get depressed. The best cure for depression is to do exercise, is to work out. Keep that brain of yours moving. And if you play music every day, that helps too. Don't look for excuses to do things easy. Music is not the thing to do easy. If you think that you could just do this in one day and become like a Grammy winner, sit around and wait. That ain't going to happen. Now, I ain't going to say there's some one-hit wonders. We all know those. But I don't want to just do one thing one time. I want to continue what I'm doing, and I want to keep on supporting the arts. In the future, you will see the things that Rising Sun Music will do with Uduro, and things that we will do to create better things to help out the arts to be more positive than it is right now. And I hope you understand my message. I'm a little emotional now, right, talking about it, because I'm very proud of my 25 years. Never thought I'd be able to see it. Never thought I'd make it this far. But I did. So I have a responsibility to share with the youth what I've went through, so they can maybe not go through what I did, and others. God bless you all. Thank you for the 25 years. Hope to see you again. Take care. Love you.